USD outlook. So on the monthly time frame, we're just going to outline the monthly supply and demand zones, right? So this would be the valley and the peak. On the monthly time frame, we're bearish. Let's go down to the weekly. Right, so on the weekly time frame, we can see we've been bearish for the last few months, but up until this point, the weekly order flow switched to bullish, right? So we're just going to map out the weekly supply and demand zones. So this would be demand. We're going to put demand in blue. Okay, so until we have a change of character or change in order flow, we're just going to focus on going long, right? So up until this point, we could continue to go long, right? We're having a reaction from this zone, but the order flow is still bullish, so we should still expect bullish price action. It's only if this low is taken out, then we can expect bearish price action, right? So let's go down to the daily. On the daily time frame, if high, low, high, low, high, high, right? Right. I would consider this the low, the high, the low high, the high high, and we're coming into this weekly demand zone. And in this weekly demand zone, we have the daily demand, right? And we have daily demand. We have daily supply, because this could be considered daily supply. It took out this low, took out this low, took out this whole supply. So in this scenario, this is what I would wait for, right? The market come into the zone, give us a 4-hour confirmation to go higher, and I will continue to long the market. Now, if the market decides that it's going to switch and go bearish, then I would need to see this low taken out on the higher time frame before I can switch my bias to shorts, right? Let's dive down a little deeper. Okay, so we're on the 4-hour right now. Within this weekly demand zone, we can see we have 4-hour nested zone, basically a 4-hour zone within the weekly zone. And then we have the 4-hour extreme, right? Basically 4-hour within weekly and daily. So I would consider this, strong, right? 4-hour time frame, we've been trending down, right? We had a reaction to this zone, and then we made our way back up to this supply zone here, knowing that the 4-hour order flow is bearish, right? This 4-hour supply zone took out this low, and also this low, and also that low. So prior to the market getting there, we could agree that that was, a strong 4-hour zone, right? And that's actually where we took shots. We took shots right here last week that ran over 1 to 20, right? So if I just hop onto my chart from last week, let's see. Right, so this was a trade that was sent out last week where, we went short. The market basically tapped into this 4-hour zone and gave us 15-minute and, 1-minute confirmation. Final TP was at 1 to 20, but, it could go a lot further, right? It could go all the way down to this zone, basically the 4-hour zone, the 4-hour nested demand. But let's go back to the clean chart. Okay, so this is where we're at, right? Tapping into weekly zone, weekly demand. Now the market could still rally from this level, but in order to convince me to get in for longs, longer term, I would need to see the market basically start a 4-hour trend, basically 4-hour change of character. But in the meantime, I'm gonna look at the 4-hour supply, right? This one can also be considered, right? Before executed from either one of these zones, I would need to see 15-minute confirmation, right? So my outlook for this week would be, several things could happen. The market could come into this 4-hour zone, give us 15-minute confirmation to go short, or the market could come into this 4-hour zone, give us 15-minute confirmation to go short, or we could create a new zone on the way down, and at this point, we can look for confirmation to go short. But really and truly, if you want to be patient and just wait for a higher probability, once the market gets into this daily 4-hour demand, that's going to be the better trade, right? Because it's in line with the higher time frame order flow. So within this daily area, if we can get confirmation down to the 15-minute, then we can find an excellent trade to continue to ride this higher time frame trend, right? If the time, if the market wants to continue this trend, this is the area where it has to decide, right? This is the area where it has to decide if it's going to continue long or if it's going to continue short. If we have this weekly low taken out, then the order flow would have been shifted bearish, and we can expect the market to continue down much lower, right, to these zones. So that's my outlook on Euro USD. Let's see how it pans out this week. Good luck trading. Risk management wise, I recommend less than 1% and wait for the quality trade setups.